getting the parting down so we can have a guideline to follow some shape here. So we're leaving most of this length on the top. So sectioning off just above the parietal. Also, this gives us our basic sections of the haircut. So we're going to start with our 1.5 here, just kind of following up to following head shape, just below the occipital bone. Again, following head shape just to where the head starts to round out right here, below the occipital. Gonna spin him here and take a look at where I want. Right at the base of the recession here is about where I want to take my line, and I'll kind of draw an imaginary diagonal line connecting that to the back where we stopped at our occipital. Going up from about the top of the ear, again, the base of that recession. This is just creating our guideline that we're going to cut to so that we can work our fade up into the rest of the hair. Got a nice diagonal line coming down, rounds out around the back. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to want to make sure we face them towards us and look, and make sure that our parts on the sides here, or the lines that we're creating, are symmetrical and at the same elevation. Any low spots you see in the mirror, just kind of point to with your finger. That's a good way to check it, so you know right where you're looking. Alright, so we're going to take a 1.5 to our 1A here. Very subtle transition. We're going to start working from the nape up, just working this fade out kind of downwards, and then come through and connect the top. Check the sides here, doing just a little bit of the same. Just right around the ear here. Another thing we're going to check, since Jeff has such a beautiful beard, is our beard lines even at this point. So this side's a little bit lower. Now to really tighten that taper up, we're going to switch from our classic 76, the Oster, to our Andes Master. I like to take it fully open and work up just to below where we hit it with that 1A. You're just kind of working in reverse, kind of from top to the bottom, to get a nice tight taper. Give your guests a nice elongated grow out on their neckline. You know that most men, that's around the ears and the neck is the first thing that starts to go and kind of starts to drive you crazy. So I'm just going to watch these notches on the side of my master here and just go down one at a time. And again, just kind of coming up a little bit lower each time. Just working from the top down. Taking another one down. Again, always be checking in your mirror, making sure everything's looking tight. Go one more down. Then just all the way closed, just kind of That's right around the base, any loose hairs that you're seeing. We'll come back with a straight blade and get these at the end as well, but just to kind of create our shape and perimeter of our neckline. Ideally, that's a nice skin up to about a 1.5 taper. So we're gonna go back to our 76 here, Auster, switch to a 1. So this is where we start to just go clipper over comb. Kind of have Jeff tip forward just a little bit. What I like to do is just get in there and go right off that line, run up the comb, kind of check it. Okay, we need a little bit more down here. You're probably gonna have to go over everything and hit it twice with the clipper just to make sure that everything's looking all right. Again, checking in the mirror, making sure that's right, that line is buffing out. Keep the elasticity of this hair all the same. Keep wetting it down. Doesn't need to be soaking, but this helps cut. Easier on your tools. And you're just working your way around the head. Generally always starting in the back though, and working, taking it in sections. Pick a section, make sure it looks good, and move on once you're happy with it. I see a little dark spot right here as I check in the mirror, so I point to it so I don't lose it. Get in and just put your comb over it, scooping out little bits at a time so you don't go too short. Same thing with down here, making sure we eliminate that line. Coming across, it's looking good right in here. A little heavy right there yet. We come back. Scoop out small amounts at a time. The art of the fade is a precise one. Spot right there. Come in with our comb again. Hit it kind of low. And work your comb angles, that's the big thing, is changing the comb. Following the head shape, working. Everybody's head is different, so it's always going to be different exactly how you get to your final result. Just in the positioning of your comb and how you're cutting. So, I'm going to soak you a little bit here. You part to the right, correct, Jeff? Or to the left?
Yeah, to the left,
Sorry.
most of the time.
So in connecting the top, you just kind of get it going and comb it to the direction that your guest is going to be styling his hair. In Jeff's case, it's about a 45-degree angle back and to the side. And just start connecting on that, from that part over. Taking your fingers and matching up with this length that you created at the top of your clipper cut. And then just going off that, following the round of the head slightly with the scissors. Connecting that so everything lays nice and continues one gradual from 0 to 100, building weight as you go up. Slightly over directing all the hair as well to keep it coming back. And really over directing that hair that's up front. Just to keep them with some length on the top, styleability. And coming back. Making another connection. Here's that start point that we started to connect. We're going to connect it again, going around the head, cutting at kind of an angle so that this hair on the right side here still has enough length to lay over. And again, just continuously following these guides that we're creating. Here's your guide, cut to it. See how that creates a nice, lays nicely, creating good shape. And just kind of up in the front, it's nice to do just a little point cutting for your connections. Give it a little bit of texture. Not only does that blend all your lines a little bit, since we are creating kind of this disconnected hairstyle, but it also creates a little bit of ease for styling for your guest. Is bring everything straight across. You're gonna want to make sure that you've created kind of a nice diagonal line here. And by going in and point cutting some of that out too, it helps break up any weight lines that might occur.
liking a little bit of the height on top there.
Yeah, that's a little. That's what blow dryer does. High heat. Run a brush through it. Definitely helps with that.